take the stress off. Sometimes you just got to let it go. And then sometimes you just got to know what to do. You're stressing because you don't know where to put the right energy at. Let's go. Are y'all fired up or what? What?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Oh my goodness. I got a question for y'all. Team, how y'all feel?
Fired up.
Man, I love it. You got to be fired up, right? You just got to be fired up. If you ain't fired up, I don't know. Your wood is wet. You need to go outside and dry off. Oh, yes. Go get in the sun and dry off. I don't know what you got to do. I'm fired up right now. It is go time. And what we're going to talk about today, I didn't get into it yesterday, but I think it's fitting to talk about it today. Have you ever thought about quitting your business? I want to give y'all some things that's going to help you get through. We're on this challenge. See, if you know the roadblocks, the pitfalls, you can avoid it. I'm not going to avoid it for you, but if you know what to expect, now you know how to avoid it. Are y'all with me? Mm-hmm. See, you can say, oh, they told me about that. They seen that. Right. You know, as you become parents, you start to hear, like, any parents ever start to realize the things your parents told you, say, oh, that's what they were saying. Oh, yep. You get older, like, oh, that's what they were saying. Because somebody told you about it, right? They gave you some foresight. Now, at the time, you might not understood it, but once it hit you, woo, you say, oh, okay. You know, Jock, man, you had a conversation yesterday. It was like, we can see individuals as their business progress, some of the stuff we saying is hitting a little different, as they would say, right? Because now you're at a different spot. That's why some people say, Eric, why you read the Bible all the time? Why you go to church all the time? Because I'm a different person. The message could be the same, but I'm receiving it different. I'm listening a little bit different. Are y'all with me?
Yes, sir.
So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to get in it. All right. Distractions. Don't get distracted. I'm telling y'all right now, that ain't nothing to do with the message. But I was just trying to let y'all know, don't get distracted, right? So, and sometimes you may get a little bit distracted. I'm just talking to myself. I'm trying to give myself an excuse. All right, here we go. I'm gonna give it all to y'all right now, and then we're gonna come back and rewind the Alpine, okay? Uncle Jock would say. So number one, these are the top 10 reasons why people quit. Number one, lack of financial resources. Number one, lack of financial resources. I don't know if everybody take notes, but number one, lack of financial resources. We talked about that yesterday. But Money talked about that. He said, a victim of inflation. See, when I was young, I used to hear the word inflation. But until it hits you, until you're like, oh, that's clear. Y'all are raising the prices on my gym membership. A victim of inflation. Oh, man. Number two, burnout or stress. Why people quit? They get burnt out. They get just stressed. It's just like, this is just too much, right? And I get it. That's a real thing. Sometimes it can become overwhelming. It's just too much. Number two, I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna take the stress part a little different when we come back. So I'm gonna get number three. There's no market. Inadequate market demand. Number three, inadequate market demand. There's not a market for what you got. Right? There's not a market for what you got. Sometimes, and here's a tip along the way, so we can skip this one. Somebody say, don't do what you like. Do what people like. Like some of y'all are trying to market something that you like, but there's nobody else who likes it. Are y'all with me? In business, you got to give the people what they want. Got to give the people what? Give the people what they want. Right? So y'all are giving them what you want sometimes. So you don't have a market. That's why people quit. Number four, competition. Rocky, boom, boom. Right? Buster Lane, Buster Douglas. The competition. Competition will drive you out. You don't believe it's true? Ask Blockbusters. Where they at? Netflix competition. Number five, a poor business model. Number five, poor business model. Poor business model. Some of y'all business model is emotions. You're running your business on feelings. Ooh, feels good. Looks good, feels good.
Or don't feel good.
Or don't feel good. Yeah, Jock, that's a good one. It don't feel good. I can't do that. I don't do this. Oh, I don't do this. Why? Because it don't feel good. I don't like that. I don't like this. So you're running on feelings. Ladies and gentlemen, that's a bad business model. Hope and feelings are bad business models. I'm going to let you know that one right. Hope and feelings are bad business model. Just remember that. Hope and feelings are bad business model. All right. Number 6, lack of support. Y'all can't say that, but most businesses quit because of lack of support. And we're going to touch on that real quick. We're going to come back to that lack of support. I'm looking at my clock. Lack of support. Number 7, legal challenges. Legal challenges take people out of business. Sometimes you get the lawsuits and they run you out of business. Legal challenges can take you out of business. That's a real thing, right? Some businesses go out of business because they legal challenges, or they change the law, they change the regulations, right? They can go out of business. We are in a licensed industry. I can't get my license, or they take my license away. That can take me out of business. That's a real thing. Number 8, failure to scale. Failure to scale. See, some of y'all think scaling is an option. Scaling is not an option. When we live in the world now, we live in a global economy. If you don't scale, you're going down. There's no standing still. I always look at that image. They say, hey, y'all, I need a volunteer to step forward. And everybody else steps back and you don't do nothing. Everybody else steps back and you're the only one standing forward. Gotcha. Right? So doing nothing. You can't just do nothing. We live in a moving world.
Yes.
Number 9, life. Be life and personal life conflicts. Just life. Life be life. And number 9, just life. Sometimes life just comes at you. Life takes you out of business. It can be health challenges. You know, me and my spouse, we broke up. I seen a lot of business go out of business. Husband and wife breaks up and boom, they was 50-50. Now they ain't nothing, right? Now you went from 50-50. I don't want this. Life can happen different ways. Relationships can take you out of businesses, right? And number 10, loss of passion. Goes back to the film. Most people quit because of loss of passion. Like, hey, this just ain't fun anymore. You know, me and Meri, we have our motto. If we're going to do something, we got 3 things that we always base our stuff off. It's got to be fun. It's got to make money. And it's got to be easy. We have to find a way to make it easy. I don't want nothing hard. I got to find a way to make it. It might not be easy in the beginning, but those are 3 things. It got to be fun. I don't want to do anything that ain't no fun. If I can't have no fun, I'm not into that in my stage of my life, right? It got to make me some money, and it's got to be something that's easy. And I don't say easy to me. I got to hit the easy button. Easy to me is something that I can make it easy. In the beginning, some things is not easy, but I can eventually make this thing easy, right? Like digging ditches ain't going to never get easy unless you start a company, let somebody else dig the ditch. Are y'all with me? It don't get easy. I don't care if I get a better shovel or stuff like that, or chopping down a tree. I got a better axe. You still got to sit there and shake to hold the thing. That ain't gonna never get easier. So that's not a job for me. I need something that's going to allow me to get easier. That's just my thing. So you can run out of passion. You can lose passion. Some of y'all just lose passion for it. And that's a real thing. So we're gonna roll back the clock. Financial resources. Here's the thing. In network marketing, everybody's talking about, man, you can't wait to quit your job. Are you full-time? That used to be the thing. Hey, man, you working this business full-time? Oh, he ain't full-time. He ain't doing nothing. Here's the deal, y'all. Don't quit your job, because sometimes your job is your resource. That's what you're using to support your business. See, some of us don't have access to capital. If you got the good credit and you got access to capital, I'm going to tell y'all, you might go out there and get a line of credit. Go open up a business account and get a business line of credit. If you got a credit score over like 600, you know, if you get your LLC, you can open up a business line of credit. I'm giving y'all some game. If you got a credit score over like a 600 credit score, 660, usually about 660 is one of the marks. I've looked at several banks. So if your credit score is over 660, what do you want to do? You go to get your LLC, register your business in most states, anywhere from $100 to about $300 in most states. Incorporate yourself, go to a bank and say, I want to open up a business line of credit. 2 things you can do. Do you realize you can take your business line of credit and take your personal credit card, your personal debt, and transfer it to your business name? And guess what's going to happen to your credit score then?
Erik, rewind the outbound on that one.
I
know that joint flew over a lot of people's heads.
If you got a credit score over about 600, 660, go open up an LLC, go to your state and register your business as an incorporation. Not just say, I got an LLC, go actually incorporate your business, wherever state you are. Incorporate your business. Make sure you got your EIN number. Go to your local bank. Go to a local bank. I mean, you can go to Wells Fargo does them, Bank of America does them. Go to a local bank. You can look at your local credit unions. Open up a business line of credit. Most banks will say, hey, well, what's your business looking to do? My business is expecting to do, and some banks will just do what they call stated income. Like they won't even ask you for any documentation. They'll say, okay, we'll do it based off of your stated income. For example, Truist, if you want to look at them, they'll say, hey, tell me what you're expected to make, your business expected to make. Well, my business expected to make about $120,000 this year. Great. We'll give you 25%. So they'll give you a line of credit for $25,000. Even if you got car loans, you can now transfer your car loan into your business name. So what does that do? It takes your personal credit score up. Why? Because now there's nothing in your personal credit score. Do y'all realize that? You have to sign for it, but now you got a line of credit. Now you took all your credit cards out of your personal name, put in your business name, and the business credit score, they give you even lower interest. They make you 0% for the next 2 years. So you're like, hold on. I just saved, Erik just gave me a way to save money. What? Yep. So now you can fund your business. So now when you got to go travel, now we got to go do things, you have a little bit of capital. Are y'all with me? So I'm trying to show you how to fund your business so you can start now doing the things you need to do. So now you can start doing the things you need to do. It's another way to fund your business. Just giving y'all some free game. All right. And even if you got car loans, you can put your cars in your business name. Now what happens when you put your car loans in your business name? Guess what? Now that interest in your car loan starts to become tax deduction. You can start writing that off even easier than what you can. You can now even what they call amortize your car and take a portion of it off. So it's just a whole lot of gain there. But resources, that's most businesses have lack of financial resources. So don't quit your job because your job is what's probably supporting your business right now. Are y'all catching me? I know you may hate your job, but look at your job as a funding source. I tell people, look at your job as a funding source, and so until your business funding source can fund your business. See, but what we do, we take the money from my job and we go buy some clothes, we go buy this, we go spend money. Let me give y'all another free game. This is totally off. This is just Eric Robinson's theory. This is just my observation. So don't get mad. This is my observation. Most poor folks, and I'm saying under the middle class, I don't know, I don't try to call nobody poor, but most the poor class, they typically spend their money on things. They go spend their money and buy things, right? Buy things and buy stuff.
The less fortunate.
The less fortunate things and buy stuff. And there's some of the less fortunate, some just bad decisions, Troy, but they buy stuff. And I get it. I'm fortunate to be, but they go buy stuff. The middle class, they buy things that they consider assets. So the poor buy things that are probably just liabilities, have no value. The middle class, their education level, they go buy things too. But the things they buy, they may view as assets, right? So they'll go buy things that they view as assets. They may start the 401k savings account. They may put the money here. This is where they put the money. They start putting their money in things that they think are assets. Are y'all with me? They start businesses and stuff like that. But do you know the wealthy people really put what they buy with their money? They buy people. The wealthy buy people.
Ooh, boy. Break it down. Peel back that onion some more.
See, the rich people, they'll buy people. They'll buy politicians. They'll invest into a politician instead of lobby. Yep. They'll lobby and buy politicians. They'll go hire people to spend money on the politicians so they get laws made, right? Mm-hmm. They will buy people in terms of they will now have employees. Most of the middle class, when they start a business, they don't have any employees. They're self-employed. They're a solopreneur. And so they don't have any employees. The rich people start business and start employing people. They're buying people for their time, their labor. They start to buy folks. Are y'all with me?
Yeah.
As you start to ascend, Jock, you talk about, hey, who's going to cut your grass? I'm paying for labor to cut my grass. I'm paying for labor to do my housekeeping. As you start to elevate, you start to realize I'm paying for labor. I had to start to elevate my game. I was editing my videos. Mary's editing, she was editing videos. Like, no, let's pay for labor to have somebody edit the videos. We was custom support. Let's pay somebody to be custom support. I'm paying for labor to free up my time. See, I'm scaling my business by paying for labor. Are y'all with me?
Man, so many people miss that, Erik. I'm telling you. That's big, man.
Think about it. Insurance companies, what do? They buying us as agents. They pay for us to become agents. That's how they become billion-dollar companies. What does Jamie do? He's insurance, pays us. He gets get paid by an insurance company, but he turns and says, let me go out there and get employees. I got a staff of people. I got people work for me who worked in the staff, right? He said, I got a whole marketing team. I got 18 people on my marketing team. I got a whole development team. Then I got a whole team of agents that I pay. Are y'all with me?
And his business is
steadily scaling. See, guess what? If you want to look at some of the people's income steadily scaling, they do the same thing. They pour into people, your teams. Mm-hmm. See, We get the chance that's what I love about network marketing models, builders models. It allows you to pour into people and scale your business through people without you having to put up the resources. I didn't have to put the resources up to pay you a salary, right? But I had to go out there and use my own resources to recruit my people. Are y'all with me? I got to use my own resources to do this Zoom. So it's on me to train the folks I got. And the system pays the people. Ooh, y'all don't understand something. This model allows me to scale my business without having to take all the overhead that Jamie has to take.
Yes.
Siobhan Bowman, talk to us.
That was so by accident. I'm so sorry. My fault.
Okay. But I hope y'all caught that. That's the difference, and I'm not trying to say it facetiously, but that's what they do. And they've been doing it throughout time. Who are you employing? Even as you bring out your team members, that's allowing you to scale your business. But then do you sow back in? Do you invest back into your team? Are you treating them with this? Look at some of these plaques. Some of these plaques came from Darren. Darren is sowing back into his team. These plaques ain't free. Experience says, hey, let me give Erik a pat. Let me sow back into the team. Are y'all with me? So I got to take a page out of their book and sow back into my team. Erik, are you buying your team lunch? Are you giving them something? Are y'all with me? Are you taking your money and sewing back in your team, or you're taking your money and going and buy some cologne or whatever, buying some treats? These are some good mints, Siobhan. I got them from Siobhan Bowman. Some good mints too. Just by the way, another segment. Man, I got Siobhan Bowman all around me. Power, drink the mints. Let me stay focused. So
Focus.
Resources, burnout and stress. How do you stress? We talked about that. Number 2, stress. When you start letting it go. Letting it go. Another way to less stress is know your numbers. Right? Know your numbers. You can control stress by knowing your information. You can control stress by doing your activities. And then when I say doing activities, what activities are you doing? See, we're all active doing something. We survived 24 hours ago, right? And some of y'all have survived 24 hours for the last few years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years. So we're all active doing something. Because if you're not active, your body shrinks. You get atrophy, right? So we're moving, we're doing something, but what are you doing? Do you know what to do? That's the key. I'm gonna help some of y'all because I got a report that just came out that allows me to see how many licensed agents do you have now. I was requesting and they found this. Now I can break down licensed agent count by SM, by SFA, by FAs. So I can help you scale your business. Because some of y'all, when I looked at it, like, oh, wow, this person's doing well, this person's doing not so well. This person, so I can see now where to help make some tweaks. Are y'all with me? So stress, take the stress off. Sometimes you just got to let it go. And then sometimes you just got to know what to do. You're stressing because you don't know where you don't know where to put the right energy at. So inadequate market demand. Y'all, we already know the market demand for us when the life insurance, if you're looking at this as an insurance vehicle, as a potential way to get this, the market is there. We got a market. Oh, Derek Olson, is that a real hand? Or is that a
That's a real hand. Just a real quick question, Erik, because I was looking in my back office as I try to keep count on, as you were saying, like licensed agents and then scaling that particular part of the business. So how does Xperia define a licensed agent? And the reason why I'm asking that is because some people have 2 green dots versus 3. So is it all 3 green dots, or if they let their
all 3 green?
lapse?
Is if their name is green. If their name goes green with all 3 green dots, with the state license, bank information, and E&O, then they would go green. Then they would count as a licensed agent.
Thank you.
So some of them are licensed, but not licensed, not green in the back office. So when they go green, that's in accounts. Great question. Competition. I tell people, just know your competition. We know who some of our top competitors are. I'm not going to give them no shout outs, but guess what? You can go on and say, what's their compensation? Most of the competition, go look up their compensation. Just go online and Google it, or ask somebody who's been previous in that company. Hey, can you show me the comp plan for that company? Right? And just know your competition. Majority of people don't, I talk to these agents, they don't even know their compensation because it's so hidden that nobody wants to talk about that. Majority of the competition for Xperia Financial Group, they don't know the compensation. I'm like, I mean, you've been on several calls. Hey, what's your compensation level? I don't know. I'm like, oh, what's your position? Oh, well, I'm this. I was like, oh, this is your compensation level. This right here. Like, oh, really? Yeah, I know your compensation better than you know. Why they don't preach it? Because their compensation so low, they keep saying it ain't about the money. Yes. We're in the financial service industry, and they selling their agents, hey, y'all, don't worry about the money.
It's the mission.
It's the mission. Financial literacy, but it ain't about money.
Man, put code on the front of mission. That's what I'm interested in.
What's the co-mission? They don't they don't want to tell you what the co-mission is, because now the leaders at the top are making some co-mission, but they want you to stay on the mission.
Hey, Erik, that was good. That was good.
I like you hit it. So just understand the competition, study the competition, lack of support, right? Some of y'all, the big people go out of business because they lack of support. Their family members, their friends, you know what? You put where you got to find support. That's your responsibility to go find support. My girlfriend ain't doing this, well, my team ain't doing this and my dad. First of all, take your mind off, because that ain't your girlfriend. She's a young lady. She's a girlfriend. You don't own anything. You don't own anybody. And I get it. We're doing it just so we can kind of understand who we're referring to. But I call Dr. Meri. Yes, she is. I'm married to her. Some people say that's your wife. Cool. But she's an individual. So I realize I operate that way. It's your responsibility to go find your support. Hey, you don't understand what environment I'm in. You don't understand. I understand. I maybe not have been in your situation, but guess what? That's your responsibility to change it. If you got to go to therapy, you asked me the question the other day. I said, man, some people got to go to therapy. If you got to go to therapy, some of y'all have had trauma in some major situations. You may need to get some professional counseling. Do what you got to do. Are y'all with me? Like, if I need to lose weight, I might have to go to the gym and get a membership. I may have to go see somebody, get a personal trainer. Whatever I got to do to accomplish my mission, that is my job to accomplish my mission. Do what you got to do, y'all. Support is all around. Failure, regular legal challenges, we're going to skip on number 7. Failure to scale. Ooh. Here's the big thing, ladies and gentlemen. You got to start focusing on scaling your business. Yesterday, one of the things I shared with scaling your business, your team will look at you. You want to scale your business? Here's a key thing. They will look at you. They're going to see what you do. You don't have to be good at everything, but by golly, you got to be good at something. If you want people to follow, you might not have to be good at everything, but you got to be good at something. Are y'all with me?
Yes, sir.
You're good at recruiting. You're going to get people to follow you. Now, you don't have to be the best writer. Guess what? You can scale your business up just understanding recruiting and understanding how to get them licensed and understand that whole process of taking them through and putting a system together. So you want to grow your business? If I'm Derek Holston, if I see where I'm holding that boat, maybe make sure they're getting licensed, okay? Getting them through the licensing process, getting them up and running, getting them in this process, getting them in the system. So that's my holding boat. I can get them in, but boom, let's patch them up. You're good at that. You don't have to stop being great at that. You don't have to say, I got to become a great producer, become a great writer. No, they may be great writers. You got to become good at onboarding, become an expert at the onboarding process. Let me get a little bit better. I just got to fix. I don't have to become an expert. I just got to fix some of that hole, right? That's it. See, some of y'all are good at certain things, but this is all you want to know. You want to know how to get your team to follow? Become good at somewhere, right? Let's look at another example in experience, and I'm going to wrap it up. Simon McKeeka was good at producing. So he came in being a personal producer, writing, $200,000, $300,000 on his own pen. Guess what? Now he started to recruit. Why? His team didn't say, oh, Simon, you're a good recruiter. They're like, man, he's good at producing. He's making some income. So that was his recruiting. Now he became a top recruiter. Are y'all with me?
Remember, we were in another company and we had a young lady who just rolled through the ranks and she mastered one thing, her back office. She didn't know much about much, but she knew that back office training, and that was her secret sauce. And she rode that back office training all the way to the top.
All the way to, I'm doing my back office training. I'm teaching them back office. So that was her onboarding. She was an onboarding specialist. You know, funny, because her background was accountant. So she stayed what I did. I'm an onboarding specialist. Come on my team. I'm going to get you onboarded. I'm an onboarding specialist. Yep. And then she started getting some recruiters, some producers on the teams and this. Yep. And she stayed in her onboarding. She mastered the back. That's what I'm good at. And people start to join her. That's sometimes to tell y'all the secret sauce. Some of y'all think you got to make $1 million. I got to be this. I got to be that. Learn your lane, become good at it, and people will follow you, and you'll start having producers on your team.
Yep.
I know how to recruit. I recruited Jock. Jock knows how to recruit. He recruited Raza, and Raza's an excellent personal producer. So now I got a personal producer on my team through Jock because I know how to recruit. Are y'all with me? It will happen. I knew how to recruit. I recruited Judy. Judy recruited Jimmy, and Jimmy's a top personal producer. Guess what? So I got a personal producer in my organization. It happens. Siobhan Bowman, personal producer, because I recruited Jock. Jock recruited Siobhan. Jock is a great recruiter, or him and Meredith. So I don't want to get in trouble, right? And Siobhan is like a personal recruiter, personal producer machine. But guess what? Because of her personal production, she's now becoming an attractive recruiter too. Are y'all catching that? So that's one of the keys. And I'm with the last one real quick. Personal life. Life gonna be life and just gotta get over it. I think Derek you shared a great story, how life was life, but you didn't let it kick you up, quit your business.
Yes.
My life was life, and I'm driving from Kentucky. I caught some of the call. Maybe I'm catching 30% of it. Maybe I'm catching a little bit of it here. Maybe I'm meeting the bed and breakfast owner, right? I'm collaborating with people in different states. But I'm still expanding my business while life is life in, right? Life don't stop life in, y'all. But you as an entrepreneur, you are always on. Entrepreneur is a 24-hour badge. It's you are who you are. Are y'all with me? When I walk out of the world, I know I'm a Black man in America. I'm going to be Erik Robinson no matter where I am. I'm Erik Robinson in the bathroom. I'm Erik Robinson in the boardroom. Are y'all with me? I'm Erik Robinson no matter where I am. And so where I is, I am an entrepreneur. Yes, sir, Uncle John.
Hey, Erik, I wanted to chime in on something you said about Derek. And it's a big thing. And Erik, you actually are very good at this because I think you're aware of it. A lot of people don't become aware of this. Derek's basically gave an example of plugging in. Even when you can't catch it all, just keep plugging in, right? But one step further is, Erik, you're great at this. Plug in, but get into a habit of meeting the plugs. I'm trying to tell you, meet the plugs. Because that's going, once you plug into people's stuff and then meet them, whether you meet them in person, meet them over Zoom, once you start meeting these players, guess what? Now you become amongst the players. You get talked about amongst the players. Like, Erik, how many times have you heard Siobhan Bowman's name?
Oh, a lot, all the time.
She plugs in. Takesha Carr plugs in. And then you start to meet the plugs. Like I said, Erik, you're great at working a room, whether it's a Zoom room, a real room, a romper room, whatever kind of room, you work the room and meet the plugs inside of the room. It's almost like it's just a natural thing that you do. But it's important to do it. You do it unconsciously. But I'm really pointing out how important it is to do that, to plug in. You remember we were talking about inputs and outputs yesterday?
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm kind of alluding to.
Ooh, that's good. And Jock, on that note, before we go, I want to shout out a young lady, Tammy, okay? Because I had a chance to meet Tamara, and she's on the line as Tammy. She's on the line as Tammy. And I had a chance to meet her yesterday. She heard about me because Nicole plugs in. And Nicole at the last conference was Level in Canada. I forgot the name, X marks the spot at the Spirit Conference. Jamie asked Nicole, somebody asked the question, how you start your day? And Nicole grabbed the microphone. I got this from James. Y'all sit down. I got this. I get up in the morning, I pray, and I start my day with the morning call with Erik and Dr. Meri. And then James was like, I guess, hey, you're not on their team. Yep, they open for everybody. So after that, and it's funny because I wasn't even there at the time. And then I heard about it. And after that, young lady came up to me and said, Erik, you know what? I want to get on your calls. She worked the room. I was like, sure, here's my information. Boom, 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 boom. And then 2 days ago, I got a text message and she said, Erik, I'm going to be in the area. Can I meet you for coffee? I think I shared with you on the call. Can I meet you for coffee? Now, mind you, I know I met a couple of people and I wasn't sure who she was. I'm sure, let's meet you. Cool. Let's meet. She said, meet you by your office. So we met at Slim Chicken. I got it. And I said, okay, now I saw. I was like, okay, I know who you are, Tammy. And we talked. But she worked the room and she met the plug. And then Tammy, everybody ate their chicken and waffles. She came and donated chicken and waffles to our meeting for our office hours. But we had a chance.
Thank you, Tammy, for the chicken and waffles. It was great. Thank you.
And we got a chance to meet in person. She's like, I'm not part of your team, and we just talked. But she's like, do you mind if I connect? Can I plug in? I may stop by the office sometimes because she lives about 2.5 hours away in Fredericksburg, Virginia. She said, but I had a meeting in Maryland and I wanted to plug in along my way to my meeting in Bethesda.
Wow.
So
wow.
That's one of those things, there. Can I stop by? Let's take some notes, man. And we worked, we roamed. There was some people beside us. Man, she helped me double team, tag team, and the people at the restaurant. I'm like, that's a spot. Slim Chicken Jock. They at lunchtime, man, that's the spot to go recruit. Woo! Anyway, with that being said, I'm going to turn it over. I'm going to remove the spotlights. And Timekeeper Troy, you've been doing such an amazing job. Is it possible? Can you take us home today with the recap?
Is Rita Brown not home? Not here today?
Well, I mean, I think
The
the
precap, not the recap, but the precap.
the pre. Oh, I like that. Can you take us on with the precap?
All right, all right. Well, we want to thank each and every one of you for participating on this morning's inspirational call and for all of your input along the way. And without a shadow of a doubt and without delay, we'd like to bring on the very own Experior Paralegal. She is our gold medal winner in shorthand for the Olympic Games of 2024, none other than downtown Rita Brown.
My friend, didn't you skip over asking people their imports yet? The people import, they want to throw something in, put an import.
Yes.
We went straight to it.
So let me jump on right now and back it up a little bit. And come on, anybody that has taken some good nuggets today, picked up on some of the inspirational tips that were given out. Let's hear from you, and let's see. Do we have any hands willing to go? All right, we got Mr. Derek Holston and then Money.
Okay, real quick, thank you. And Troy, count my time out loud so I can hear.
1 minute, 1 minute, sir.
Real quick.
1 minute.
All right, so a ton of nuggets, and Erik named 10 reasons why people quit. I'm not going to get into that. The two big takeaways that I had was be an expert at something. Not necessarily, you're not going to be an expert at everything, but be an expert at something. And patch the hole in your boat or the hole in your net. That was a big one. And then also plug in and also start meeting the plugs, right? That's how we're going to learn and develop. So with that, my part is done. Thank you.
All right. Good time, sir. And Money, the man with the shine.
I was thinking about this one thing that he was saying, because a lot of us don't realize we are in a global economy. I was saying that back 10 years ago when I used to do the mortgages. I tell you, y'all know we're in a economy. So a lot of things that you might think is small here might not affect you, but it affects you, because even if you see even if you would stock market and everything, the world, everybody's looking at the world stock market. They're looking at that because it's a global economy. And the other thing I wanted to say, you have to master something. You don't got to be the best of everything, but you got to have one thing that you're good at. How you say, if I'm not the master at product now, I guarantee you, I'll kill you my personality. It's building rapport. I guarantee that. It's something that I will see you. I say, I want to attack them this way. Because I will listen to you as I'm asking you a question. I'm listening to how you respond. I'm watching you because I'm a mirror of you, almost like a million. So when you do something, I'm doing the same thing. I'm looking at you. If you talk fast, I start talking fast. You talk slow, I talk slow. You start walking around, I walk around with you. If you say to me, I need to pray on that, I say, come on, we can pray right now. Because I do exactly, I mirror the folks.
30 seconds.
How you say, because I don't need to know everything. All I need to be good enough so I can go down my lane and I can master my lane. I don't need to be, a partner of everything, but I just need to be a master of one. That's all I wanted to say, bro.
Beautiful.
Hey, George, I gotta cut in. How many of y'all, when Money said he was a chameleon, how many of y'all can imagine, your mind said, I can't imagine this guy being a chameleon, Money walking down the street and just blending in with everybody. Money, you want to stand out. He's like, I'm like a chameleon. I'm like, you like a chameleon? I know what you're saying, but anybody that run through anybody's head, something in my head, you want to stand out, Money. All right, I'm sorry, but I know what you're saying though.
Oh my goodness. All right. Somebody got another tip they want to share that they picked up that was super special to them today. Let us have it now. All right, there you are. Lady with the silver locks and the poetic justice, Miss Tawana Chisley.
Set up your LLC, and that'll help you with your business.
Yes. Great. That was a serious nugget right there. Without a shadow of a doubt. And our master brain always comes with some good stuff. That's for sure. All right. Seeing no other, now we are ready. She's the anchor lady for the 2-mile relay. She's the one that in Experior brings it home. And we're going to wait for her to cross the finish line with her gold medal winning short haking self, none other than the experienced paralegal, Miss Downtown Rita Brown.
All right. Thank you, Troy. Speak it into existence. Set goals. If you don't meet your goals, reset and keep going. Team leaders, talk to your team and tell them the importance of coming to these meetings. Do what you can, where you can. Catch 30% of something is better than 100% of nothing. Be okay where you are. Once you focus your mind on it, put the work in. Don't just talk about it, just do it. Shout now for where God is going to take you. Don't ever stop doing the follow-up. Keep dripping. The time may not be right when you first talk to them, but eventually it may come. Have you ever thought about quitting? If you know the roadblocks and pitfalls before they come, you can avoid them. We read and listen for things over and over again. The message can be the same, but we may receive it different every time. Top 10 reasons people quit. Number 1, lack of financial resources. Victim of inflation. Don't quit your job. That may be your resource. Look at your job as a funding source until your business becomes your funding source. Tip for business owners. If your credit score is over 650, set up your LLC, incorporate your business with your state, and get your EIN number. Go to your local bank, ask for a business line of credit. Put everything in your business. It takes your personal credit up. Fund your business so you can start doing things that you need to do. Most people spend their money on buying, Most poor people spend their money on buying stuff with no value. The middle class buy things that they view as assets. Wealthy people buy people. They invest. They start employing people. They pay for labor to free up their time. Insurance companies buy us as agents. Pour into people. Building models allow you to scale your business. Do you invest back into your team? Sow back into your team. Number 2, burnout, stress. Let it go. Know your numbers. Do your activities. Do you know what to do? Number 3, inadequate market demand. Don't do what you like to do. Do what the people like. You got to give the people what they want. The market is there for us as insurance agents. Number 4, competition. Know your competition and their compensation. Number 5, poor business model. Some people run their business on feelings and emotions. Hope and feelings are bad business models. Number 6, lack of support. Support is all around you. It's your responsibility to find support. Do what you got to do. Number 7, legal challenges. Number 8, failure to scale. Scaling is not an option. No standing still. We live in a moving world. Number 9, personal life conflicts. Life can be lifing with health, relationships. Entrepreneurial is a 24-hour badge. If when you catch it all, plug in and meet the plugs. Oh, and go back to failure to scale, number 8. Your team will look at you. You don't have to be good at everything, but good at something. Become an expert at something. The secret sauce is to learn your lane and people will follow you.
All right. I need
Oh,
this.
number 10. Hold on. I missed one. Number 10, loss of passion. It's not fun anymore. Fun, make money, easy. It may not be easy at first, but you can eventually make it easy.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. For all of you that are here today, we want to say thank you for joining this inspirational call this morning, and all those that are behind the scenes that help contribute to this morning call, getting things up and running. We want to thank you again, Miss Rita Brown, for being your professional self with your detailed recap, and sir, and we call him Uncle Jock, the super ED, for his persistency and consistency as our morning MC, moderator, and mediator. And none other than Mr. Erik Robinson himself. We want to turn it back over to him for his final words, being the #1 first company certified ED and the one that always leads from the front with good character and passion, Mr. Erik Robinson.
I don't know if y'all realize Troy be dropping some marketing tip names on y'all. Troy be dropping some branding like Rita Brown, the Olympic shorthand. Woo! Then you hit Uncle Jock, the morning moderator and mediator. Oh, what? Oh man, I don't know if y'all catching some of that. But I just want to say it's Thursday. This is our last day this week. Let's go get it. Let's go crush it. I love y'all. I'm excited for what's happening.
Eric, can you stay up for a second?
I surely can. I'm excited, and so just do what we got to do. And one quick note too: she's in the cut, but yesterday she slipped up. And we had our meeting, and she came on the Zoom, and she came on live, and so I think she knows I'm a great caller, but maybe she doesn't. Miss Cache Gillis came on with a I was like, man, you got a beautiful smile, Cache. You have an amazing smile. I'm telling you, you can ride that smile to the bank. I'm just giving you some pre-game. You can ride your smile to the bank. See, sometimes it's the knowledge, sometimes it's the look, sometimes it's the skills, but you got that smile that you put that out there in social media world, you can ride that to the bank because they'll follow the smile. So I'm just letting you know that's a free game, but she came on camera, and so I got a chance to see a beautiful smile. Just want to shout out Cache. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. So with that being said, y'all go get it, go do it. And Tawana, I will stick around.